With 33 player raids, intense battles, and fast-paced progression, this game is aiming to carve out its own space in the multiplayer roguelike genre. But does it actually deliver on its promise? Or does it become too overwhelming to enjoy? Let's break it down. 33 Immortals throws players into a world where damned souls rebel against divine judgment. Unlike traditional roguelikes that focus on small squads or solo play, this game takes the genre to an extreme, putting you in large-scale cooperative raids with 32 other players. The game is designed for quick sessions, with drop-in, drop-out matchmaking that keeps things moving. Each raid is procedurally generated, meaning no two playthroughs are exactly the same. You'll face different enemies, environmental hazards, and unpredictable encounters every time you jump in. It's a game that thrives on chaos, but also demands coordination, something that's easier said than done when playing with such a large group. At its core, 33 Immortals follows a familiar roguelike structure. You enter a raid, fight through waves of enemies, gather upgrades, and attempt to make it as far as possible before getting wiped out. The combat is fast and fluid, rewarding players who master movement, dodging, and precise attacks. One of the standout features is the way progression works. Instead of leveling up in a traditional sense, you acquire temporary power-ups and abilities during each raid. This keeps the experience fresh, but also means that every run starts from scratch. That might be frustrating for some players who prefer long-term progression, but it fits the roguelike formula well. A major highlight is the cooperative aspect. Despite the large player count, teamwork is essential. You'll need to work with your allies to revive fallen players, distribute power-ups effectively, and combine abilities to take down tougher enemies. However, with so many players on the screen at once, things can get messy. It's easy to lose track of what's happening, and communication can be a challenge unless you're playing with an organized group. Another key mechanic is the enemy AI, which adapts to the number of players in a raid. This ensures that battles remain challenging, regardless of how many people are in your squad. Some bosses require strategic positioning and coordinated attacks, adding a layer of depth beyond simple hack-and-slash gameplay. The game also introduces a risk-reward system, where players must decide whether to push forward or extract with their current rewards. This adds an element of strategy, as greed can lead to devastating losses, but playing it safe might mean missing out on powerful upgrades. Visually, 33 Immortals takes on a striking hand-drawn aesthetic with a dark fantasy atmosphere. The character designs and environments feel unique, almost resembling an animated graphic novel brought to life. The art style helps differentiate characters and enemies, which is crucial when the screen is packed with players. The animations are smooth, and the visual effects during battles are impressive. However, with so much happening at once, the screen can sometimes feel overloaded with effects, making it difficult to track your character in the chaos. Some players might find this overwhelming, especially during high-intensity fights where visibility is crucial. The soundtrack complements the game's intense, almost frantic nature. The orchestral score builds tension and excitement, pushing players forward in the heat of battle. Sound effects are impactful, with clear audio cues for attacks, dodges, and incoming threats. However, the sheer number of players spamming attacks can make the sound design feel overwhelming at times. If you're someone who prefers a cleaner audio experience, you might find yourself adjusting the sound settings early on. The lack of clear voice communication in public matchmaking can also make coordination harder, forcing players to rely on visual cues and pings. The 33-player setup is a fresh and exciting approach to roguelike gameplay. The scale of battles is something you won't find in most other games. The action is intense and rewarding, with a strong focus on dodging and strategic attacks. The hand-drawn visuals are a standout, adding personality and uniqueness to the experience. The drop-in, drop-out system ensures you're never stuck waiting for a group. The adaptive AI keeps encounters fresh and demanding, making boss fights challenging. However, with so many players, it's easy to lose track of what's happening, especially in larger fights. Some players might feel frustrated by the lack of permanent upgrades or character progression. Playing with random players can make coordination difficult, and without voice chat, teamwork can suffer. The screen can become too busy, making it hard to follow the action in chaotic moments. So, is 33 Immortals worth playing based on demo? If you love fast-paced action, large-scale multiplayer experiences, and the unpredictable nature of roguelikes, this game is definitely worth checking out. The sheer scale of battles and the cooperative element make it a thrilling experience. even if it sometimes feels overwhelming. However, if you prefer a more structured experience with clear long-term progression or a more controlled combat environment, you might find 33 Immortals to be too chaotic for your taste. At the end of the day, 33 Immortals is a bold experiment in multiplayer roguelike design, and whether you enjoy it or not will come down to how much you embrace the chaos. If that sounds like your kind of fun, then it's absolutely worth a shot. That's it for demo review of 33 Immortals. Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this demo review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.